Hey everybody, welcome to the Chris Gunther Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your support. It has truly meant a lot to me. On today's show, I am so honored to be sitting beside a woman who is running for Second City Ward here in the city of Youngstown. Miss Ra'Cole, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. First of all, thank you for taking this time out with me. I greatly appreciate you. Very busy woman because you're running for City Ward and you're also owning your business at the same time.
Yes.
How do you manage to do that? Because I know it's not easy.
It is not easy. It is hard. It's just a lot of time management, which I am learning.
Yes.
That's just it, time management. You have to learn how to manage your time.
So time management obviously is something that all of us have to, do better at. How do you manage your time with all of the stuff that you have going on? Like, take me through a typical day with you.
A typical day, I try to prioritize what's most important for me for that day, and then I work from there. A typical day for me, because as a lot of you know, I was in AmeriCorps Vista prior to February the 5th when I filed for the second ward city seat. You just have to
just like you have to manage it right then and there.
Yes, you have to. You just have to see what's important for that day and go with it.
Yes. Kind of like a to-do list, right?
Yes. And I'm not good at to-do lists sometimes. So.
I'm not good at them either. Like when I was in college, that was the first thing they actually taught us how to do was a to-do list, and none of us listened. Well, I can't say none of us. I didn't listen. I know that much. But
right.
It still turned out to be pretty good for me. But what made you decide to run for Second City Ward here in Youngstown?
I'm running for City Council because
correct,
yes, City Council, because some of the things that I see within the ward, I feel with being in the City Council seat, I could make a difference.
Yes.
As you all know, again, I was a former AmeriCorps Vista, and we did a lot of work. Well, most of our work was done in Taft Promise neighborhood. And that project was very dear to my heart. I enjoyed working with the people. Hello, Jonathan, Chris, Ira, Dion.
Nice.
I enjoyed working with everyone there. And while I was there, they're doing some great things over in Taft. So, and while I was there, I would always constantly ask, how can we do this on the east side? Why aren't we doing this on the east side?
Yes.
Where can we do this out on the east side? And that right there made me want to run for council, because I feel like there isn't enough going on the east side in a positive light.
What are some of the things that happen on the east side that should get positive light?
We just very recently in January we had a job fair. That was something that was not happening on that side of town. We got, I think, 2 to 3 people were hired right on the spot, which was a good thing. We also, what else is happening on the east side? We have a HUD designation called the Envision Center.
Yes.
On the east side, it's to Rockford Village, which is in a YMHA community that's located within that ward, but they have given us the room to make it an Envision Center community.
Yes.
As opposed to just within Rockford Village. So my goal with that is to include the whole second ward, so we can use this as a foundation to move forward together in the same in the realm of what they're looking for. The breakdown for the Envision Center is economic opportunity or economic advancement. We have health and wellness, we have character and leadership building, and then we have an education council. So between those 4 councils, I would like to see Lincoln Knowles. I would like to see people from Lincoln Park. I would like to see Rockford Village. I would like to see people from Victory. I would like to see people who live just on the sharing line. I would like all of us to come to a table and have a say-so at what is to happen with this designation.
Do you feel that the east side doesn't get enough credit for the things that they do?
No, we don't. We don't get credit for anything that we do at all. I feel like we're kind of excluded sometimes.
Yes.
From a lot of things. And as City Council, I want to bring those things back. Why do we have to go to the south side to go to a job fair? Why do we have to go to downtown to speak with maybe a city official, why can't we start to bring these things to the people?
Yes.
And, you know, I think that itself is a cool thing. And then we want to make people feel included. I don't think everyone, and it's just not an East Side thing.
Yes.
With this point, I think when you start to make people feel included in the work that you're doing, then they will help you do the work. If I'm on the outside looking in and you're not acknowledging that I'm looking in, I'm going to walk away and not help.
Yes.
But if you open the door and say, come in and help us, what can you do? Then I'm all in. We can get a lot more done. And like they say, there's strength in numbers. And if we can all come together and make everybody inclusive,
yes,
then I think we can get a lot further. Because again, when you feel included, you want to do the work.
Since you mentioned there's strength in numbers, who are some of the people that basically gave you strength to run during this campaign?
Some of the people that have given me strength to run this campaign, I have to say first and foremost is God.
Yes. Yes, there we go. Shayabo. Bam. Yeah. All the way.
So I have to give him all the credit, all the glory. The second person was my mother. She inspired me to not be afraid. I dealt with fear for many, many years.
Yes.
And it was my mother who basically, it was about 4 or 5 years ago, she came to me and she said, Ra'Cole, you know, you don't have to be afraid. You can do and have whatever it is that you want. Just go and, you know, about it in a positive way and
yes,
without fear, and know that nothing is impossible as long as you keep God first.
Correct.
So I have been following that for the last 5 years, and the things that has happened are just amazing. Like, I don't want to testify.
Hilarious. Well, that's okay though,
but
because like
God
people,
is good.
Absolutely. And people need to hear those testimonies. People need to hear, their stories, because all of us have a journey, but it's amazing to see what happens when you get to the other side of it.
Yes.
So,
yes.
With you, running, what are some of the things that the people can expect from you during this entire campaign? Like, what are some of the things that you want to do? What are some of the things that you want to challenge those people working downtown? What are some of the things that you want to challenge them to do?
One of the things, I am huge on economic opportunities. I feel like if everyone is given an opportunity, just a small opportunity,
yes,
to do whatever it is that they want, whether it's entrepreneurship or going to find a job, if they're given that opportunity and a path that they could change and be prosperous.
yes.
So what you'll hear from me throughout this election is opportunity, change, and prosperity.
Opportunity, change, and prosperity.
Without the three together, none of them will work. So you have to have the opportunity to, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not good with words. I apologize.
Hilarious. I wasn't that good with words either. Ironically, look what I'm doing.
You have to have,
it's at the tip of your tongue.
Yes.
You're thinking like, what is it, Lord? What is it?
Like,
maybe I could be wrong for this, but maybe it's because you need an opportunity because you need change.
yes. And if people are given, if people are given the opportunity to change, whether that's financial, whether it's mental, whether it's educational, if they are just given a small opportunity,
yes,
most people will change. I was just at a conference at the Jewish Community Center the other day, and Miss Karen Washington was our speaker, and she said, if you give a person opportunity, capital, and land,
yes,
what do you think that they could do? And if someone gave me an opportunity, the money, and the means to go about doing it, you hit the lottery, you won.
You do, because now you see, wow, when opportunity meets preparation, and
yes,
when preparation meets opportunity, it's like, wow, this was ordained and this was meant to happen.
Yeah, and that it's funny that you say that, because I am also a part of the WOW program with Guy Burney and Serve, the
yes,
women
shout out
of
to
worth.
Guy Burney.
Yes, shout out to Guy Burney.
I love his waves on his
Yeah.
head. I love those. I used to have some. I'm getting them back. I'm definitely getting them back. Shout out to Guy Burney. Yes.
He coming for your waves, Guy. But God told me maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, he said preparation and opportunity equals success. And I've encountered that. I've had situations where I've had something come my way and I wasn't prepared for it.
Yes.
So I missed out on the success of that opportunity. And I've had situations where I've had the opportunity I've been prepared for something to come and it just didn't.
Yes.
And so there was no success. So again, those words, that means a lot to me. Like, yes. So now I don't pursue anything that I'm not prepared for.
So what can the citizens of this community expect from you if you are elected the office that you're running for?
If I am elected for office, you can expect for me to be your voice. I am going to try my best to work with our city. I want to see the McGuffey Plaza back. I want to see our people working. I want to see fair and economic diverse opportunities. I want if people want to start start businesses, I want that to be done without any hindrance or any problems. I want us to have a grocery store on the east side. I just want to see some economic development. We have a lot of underutilized and unadvertised land. And I think it's time to put that to use. We're constantly complaining about we don't have a grocery store. We have an eyesore on the east side. I want to work with those people to bring something to that space.
Yes.
Whether it's food, business. I mean, it'll all be business, but whether it's food or a grocery store or something, we gotta change that. And I feel like I can possibly make that happen.
You basically stepping out there and saying, I want to be the person to make this happen. You know, a lot of negativity is going to come your way. How do you respond to it?
I have a lot of negativity coming my way now. I just don't respond to it. That's the best way to respond to negativity, is to not respond to it.
Because, politics is a very dirty game. They'll
It is.
Bring up something you did in 3rd grade, for crying out loud.
Right. Hey, I'll cross those bridges when I get to them, but my background is pretty clear. I'm not the best person in the world.
None of us are. I mean, look, Donald Trump is our president, for crying out loud. None of us are perfect. Yeah, I said it.
Right. I second that. But, I'm taking everything one day at a time, and when it comes, I'll deal with it. I don't know what other answer.
So prior to us being off camera, you actually printed off something that you wanted to hit on. So what is this lovely thing that you printed off on that you just wanted to maybe hit on very, very quickly? Because I do know you're a very, very busy woman. You got to get out of here. And so I just want to make sure that we hit on this before we head out.
I just want to let everyone know that my vision for the 2nd Ward involves inclusiveness.
Yes.
For all people, regardless of age, race, gender, or financial status. On the east side, that is often an issue. And I know it is an issue because I face it myself. I face it myself right now. I don't know a lot of people know or not, but they will after today. But I do live in public housing. And I choose to live there because I want those people who live in those types of communities to understand that because that you can't prosper because where you live. You can't let where you live be a crutch. People often ask me, somebody just told me the other day that someone asked them, how's she running for city council and she live in the projects? Why not? Like, I want those kids to see that you can live here and be from here and run for city council. You can be from public housing and own a new car. You can be from public housing and have all the things that someone who is a homeowner have. Now, is that a space to stay forever? No, it's a foundation. It's a stepping stone. And I do plan on leaving out of there within the next 6 to 8 months, whether I win this race or not. But my goal with that is to let people know in those places and spaces, not just in Youngstown, but across the country.
Yes.
That just because you are a public housing resident does not limit you to the things that you can do within your community, within your state, or within your country.
Yes. Well, nothing else needs to even be asked. Ms. Taltoan, thank you so much for taking this time out with me. I greatly appreciate you. This was very fun.
Thank you very much.
I like the stuff you got back here, too. But the thing I love most about this office is that it smells good. I'm telling you, this candle is giving me life right now. I see you here with SCORE, here with the Business Journal, and I see you also got the Rockbrook Business Services, so that is amazing.
Yes,
so you're doing all of this. Well, you should probably go on to the next things. I know you got other stuff you got to do. But ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ra'Cole Taltoan, thank you guys so much for watching. Two things: like and share this video. The Chris Gunther Show. Miss Ra'Cole, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.
Vote May 7th, Taltoan, Ward 2.
I'm out.